guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play Rio by the Mexican artist Negrø with the like a little slash through the O. And their music is amazing. I really like a lot of their songs, or mostly all their songs that I've heard. Rio is a really awesome song, and it was recommended that I figure out how the chords are or how they work in the strumming pattern and everything, and do this tutorial by a guy named Daniel or Danielle. So shout out to you. I made the tabs and they're on Ultimate Guitar website. I'll link below in the description. Basically I just looked at a live version of when he was playing, or when they were playing that song, and it's on a Fender Stratocaster, I'm pretty sure, as well, so that's what I'm going to be playing with today. So it should sound just the same, or very similar. You don't need a capo, so it's standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E. Well, you're only going to be needing 6 chords for the whole song, and you're going to be putting your fingers down, like 3 fingers to 4 fingers down for each chord. So other than that, it's not hard. You're not barring anything. It's pretty simple. The first chord that we're going to know is the E major. You're just putting 3 fingers down. You're putting 1 on the 4th string, the G string right here. 1 finger down on the A string, 1 finger down on the D string, leaving the low E string and the high E string and the B string open. So you're leaving 3 strings open, these last 2, and then the top one, and then putting 3 fingers down here, and then sounds like that. So that's E major. I couldn't find like the exact name for some of the chords that he used in the video and in the song, so some of them have like funky names, like E major 9 sus4 number 5, because I put that, like the finger placement, onto like a chord generator, and it told me that was the name of the chord, so that's what we're going with. Some of them are actual names, like E6, EM9, A6/E, that translate like directly, but the other ones that are like sus sharp, then yeah, those are a little funky, but they're simple to put your fingers down. So yeah, so we already did the E, now it's the E6, just like this. So it's basically the E, the same way. You're gonna put your fingers down on the fretboard for the E, so just on the 1st and 2nd frets for the E. So 1st fret, G string, and then 2nd fret, we're gonna put our fingers down on the A and the D, and then except this time, there he goes again, we're gonna be putting our pinky down on the B string, so E, A, D, G, B, and then we're leaving the top and the bottom, the low and the high E strings open, and we're just playing that, and it sounds like this. And so that is the E6. So from E, we just lift our pinky up, and then put our pinky down on the B string. That's the E6. So it shifts from like this to this. That's the 2 chords of the 6 that we're going to be needing to play the song. Then it's the A6/E. And there we're going to be sliding our fingers down to the 6th and 7th frets. So here, we're going to be putting our finger placement down. It's going to be exactly like the E6, except we're just sliding down to the 6th and 7th frets. So we're going to leave the E's open, yeah, because it's the same way as the same finger placement as the E6, but we're just sliding down to the 6th and 7th frets. That's it. So we're going to have a finger down on the A string, 7th frets, D string, 7th frets, so that, and then a finger on the 6th fret, G string, and then a finger down on the B string, 7th frets, and leaving the these two E strings open, and that is a 6/E. And then EM9, which is E major 9, which is going to be same exact finger placement as what we just played and as the E6. So we're just sliding from basically starting from the 1st, 2nd frets at E6 down to the 6th and 7th frets for A6/E, and then down to the 8th and 9th frets for the E major 9, EM9. And so we're gonna have a finger on the 9th fret A string, a finger on the 9th fret D string, a finger on the G string 8th fret, a finger on the B string 9th fret, leaving the top and the bottom E's open. And it's going to sound like this. So that's the E major 9. Now the E major 9 sus4 sharp 5, that funky one. It's very simple. You're just going to be putting your fingers on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th frets. So here you're just going to have to stretch your fingers a little bit, but it's not hard. At least it's not hard when you start getting used to like moving your fingers around. It may be a little uncomfortable at first, but you'll get the hang of it and figuring out how like to move your wrist and stuff. Just go with the flow. When you put your finger, keep a finger on the 2nd fret G string, a finger on the 3rd fret A string, a finger on the D string 4th fret, and a finger on the B string 4th fret. And that's how you put your fingers. You're leaving the bottom and the top E strings open again, and it sounds like this. That's E major 9 sus 4 sharp 5. And then same exact finger placement, we're just sliding it down to the 5th, 6th, and 7th frets. For the E major 11 sus 2 sharp 5, our fingers are going to be placed at the 5th, 6th, and 7th frets. So we're just sliding down from that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th to the 5th, 6th, and 7th frets. So here, same finger placement, a finger on the 5th fret, G string, finger on the 6th fret A string, finger on the D string 7th fret, and a finger on the B string 7th fret, leaving the top and bottom E strings open. Sounds like this. These are just the chord names of these last two that I put in like a chord chart, and that's what they came up with. They might also have different names, so if you see in the tabs that maybe they were changed to a different chord name, just it's the same exact finger pattern, but the chord name might be switched. In case that happens, just don't fret, or I don't want to use that word. Just, yeah, don't worry about it. Just keep your fingers exactly where I taught you just now, and it'll be the same as the song. Okay, so now we're getting to the intro. It's gonna be just the E and the E6, so only those chords for the intro, and you're gonna be playing the E, and then the E6, and then the E, and then the E6. So you're only playing those chords 4 times. So once each chord, so twice. So 1 E, and then 1 E6, and then 1 E, and then 1 E6. And the strumming pattern, it's gonna go for the E is just, you're just strumming the top string first, the top E, or the thick E, the bottom one, that's what they call it. Here, that one, the one that's close to you, closest to you. So we're strumming that at E, and then down, up, and then putting our fingers down for the E6, and continue strumming down, down, up, down, And that's the strumming pattern for that first part of the intro. That top, we're going to pluck that top string, that top open E, and then down, up, and then put our finger down for the E6, down, up, down. And so it's going to sound like this. Yeah, that's the first part of the intro. And the second part of the intro is going to be that same, we're going to do that same plucking, that top E string, and then down, up, and then we're going to be doing E6 and one down strum. And so that sounds like this. And you can go a little bit slower too at the end, so. And then, because that's how he plays it essentially. He just strums it, like he takes a beat and then strums it slow, the last E6. So I'm going to put the first and the second part of the intro together now. It's going to sound like this. Yeah, so that's how that goes. We essentially do that first part of the intro 3 times, which I just did, so that like strumming that top E, and then down, up, down, and then E6, down, up, down, and we're doing that 3 times, and then the last one we're doing that, plugging that top E, and then down, up, and then just one strum down at the E6. And that's how the intro goes. So then when we get into the actual song, it's gonna sound like this. We're gonna have a very simple strumming pattern. It's basically just the top, and then down, up, down. And then keep that steady tempo throughout the whole song. And on some of them, so each chord is gonna have approximately, so about 2 of those, so like that for each chord, and then some of them have it 4 times. So you're gonna do that 4 times. And then some of them I think maybe just 1 by ear, like you're holding it a little bit longer, but it's really up to you. And then on some of them we're just doing 1 down strum. So we're going to start with the verse. So after the intro, there's the verse 1, and then basically they're singing El Rio. So then you start on the E major chord, and it goes from E major to A6/E to E major 9 sus 4 sharp 5, and then it repeats that over again and then ends on E major. Each chord we're gonna do that strumming pattern, that pluck and then down, up, down, pluck, down, up, down. We're gonna do that pluck, down, up, down twice for each chord that we're playing. At the word dolor in the verse, we're gonna be playing that E major chord, that pluck and then down, up, down strumming pattern, which we have for the whole song. We're gonna be doing that 4 times. So that's the only time we're doing it longer, that we're holding that strumming pattern longer. Otherwise, for the rest of the chords in the verse, we're doing that twice, that the pluck, down, up, down. Alright, so starting at the E major, so it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna go a little bit slower too, so you guys can sort of like go along with it. So, because El Rio se va por ahí, and then we switch to the A6/E at sube. And so the A6/E, remember it's just the same finger pattern as the E6, but it's going to be on the 6th and 7th frets. So we're sliding it down in the 1st and 2nds, E, 6th and 7th frets, sube, luego se hace, and then we're doing the E major 9 sus 4 sharp 5. luego se hace nube. And that one we're gonna have it like this on the second, third, and fourth frets that I showed you before. And just that twice. Nube, vaya su, and then E back at dolor. And we're doing that 4 times. Dolor, el canto, que inspirarlos. And then here we're going to A6/E at the 6th and 7th frets. And then here at flores. Flores, cuando mueren sus. And then we're doing E major 9, sus4 sharp 5 on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th and 5th frets. Colores, también cae azul. And then E major 4. Y aunque, and then here we're going into the chorus 1, first chorus, and we're just doing 1 down strum at E major 9 at the word aunque. So we're just going straight into from the verse to the chorus. Y aunque. Here we're sliding all the way down to the 8th and 9th frets, like how I taught you how to play the E major 9. Same finger placement as the E6. Y aunque mueran todas, yeah, las A6/E, just 1 down strum. Las flores de mi. And then at jardín, we're doing that twice strumming pattern at E major. Jardín. And then we're going all the way down back to the 8th and 9th frets, and just 1 down strum at seguro. Seguro me vas a. And then shifting to the 6th and 7th frets at A6/E, just 1 down strum. Bolero. And then here around the last part of oír, we're doing that 2 strumming pattern, pluck down, up, down, for E major. Porque, and then again, we're doing at the 8th and 9th frets. So we're going from E major 9 at the 8th and 9th frets to the A6/E at the 6th and 7th frets. And then to the E at the 1st and 2nd fret. And that's how that goes. And we're just doing 1 down strum at la, and then 1 down strum at que, and then that pluck down, up, down, doing that twice for E. So all together it's gonna be again. La semilla que sembraste en mí. And then we go it. Al centro se afeirá duro y de ahí no va a salir. So there, we're doing that E major 9 again. At al centro, just 1 down strum. Al centro se afeirá. And here we're doing that E major 11, sus2 sharp 5. And so that one's gonna be at the 5th, 6th, and 7th frets. The way that we put the fingers down again. That's the way I showed you. So we're gonna go from the 8th and 9th frets to this. The 8th and 9th frets, so we had that E6 chord, like the way we put our fingers down. Now we're gonna switch up to the 5th, 6th, 7th frets and put our fingers down like that for that sus chord. So it goes from the 8th and 9th frets al centro se afeirá, and then we're just 1 down strum again. Duro y de ahí no va. And then switch up to a salir at E major. Here we're holding it around 6 times, because we're repeating that E major. So salir. And then around when you hit the 4th time that you're doing that down, up, down, you're singing that y el amor jamás se destruye. So it's going y el amor jamás se destruye, solo se diluye. So we're going salir. Y el amor jamás se, and then we're going to the 6th, I want to say the A6/E, and that one is the 6th and 7th frets, yeah. So here we're just doing that twice. Destruye, solo sé, and then that's at the Luye, we're doing that E major 9/4 sharp 5. God, that's a really long chord name. So at the 2nd, 3rd, 4th frets, we're gonna put our finger placement like that, and then we're gonna have just that twice strumming pattern. Diluye, se no encuentra, and then E major, and we're doing that 4 times, that strumming pattern. Calor y el cuerpo aunque parece, and then we're doing A6/E, 6th, 7th frets at fuerte, and we're doing that twice. Fuerte, le llega la, and then E major 9/4 sharp 5 at muerte, and we're gonna be doing that twice. Muerte, puntual, cobra, and then in the middle of cobrador, we're gonna switch to E and just hold that strumming pattern twice. Cobrador, solo, and then we're switching. So we're going basically straight into, from the verse 1 to chorus 1, straight from chorus 1 to verse 2, and then straight from verse 2 to chorus 2. And then after chorus 2, we have a little like interlude. So here we're going straight into chorus 2, and so that one is cobrador, and then goes solo. So after you do that E and then that twice, solo es vero. So right here we're going down to the 8th and 9th frets again, and that's just one down strum at the E major 9. Solo espero que me, and then switching up to the 6th, 7th frets. Llegue antes que a. And then here we're just doing that twice, the E major. D. And then we're doing all the way back down to the 8th and 9th frets. The one down strum at es. Es verdad que soy. And then here, 5th, 6th, and 7th frets. At cobarde, just one down strum. Cobarde no voy a. And then going up to the E major at mentir. And then doing that twice. That strumming pattern, pluck, down, up, down. Mentir. Estás, and then going to manos, 8th, 9th frets, at E major 9. Manos no quieren, and then right before enteran, you like switch up to the 6th and 7th frets. Enteran, and then here, so here we go, E6. And then we're doing that twice, that pluck, down, up, down, pluck, down, up, down. And then at quieren, just go all the way down to the 8th, 9th frets again. It's just one down strum. Quieren solo acari. And then in the middle of acariciarte, we're doing one down strum at the 5th, 6th, and 7th frets for the E major 11 sus 2 sharp 5. So we're just going one down strum, acariciarte antes de. So we're like holding that, just one down strum, and then acariciarte antes de, going up to the E major, and we're holding that one, that E major 4 times. That strum where you just pluck, down, up, down 4 times. Party. And then he goes the song where he's like, so the way he sings that is And that one, we're basically just playing the E major and then the A6/E and then the E major 9 sus4 sharp 5, and then we're going back to the E major. So there we're playing the E major, that's pluck down up down 4 times, and then we're gonna hold the A6/E at the last ooh. So he's singing ooh 4 times twice, and the first 4 times he's singing ooh, we're gonna be holding that E major, that 4 strumming pattern for the E major throughout the first 3 oohs, and then the last ooh, and that 4 times he says ooh, we're gonna hold that A6/E 4 strumming pattern. So we're going from E to A6/E to that sus chord, and then back to E. And it's going to look like this. So here E, so it goes ooh, ooh, and then that last ooh, A6/E, 6, 7 frets, ooh. And then to that sus chord, and again the same way he sings that ooh, and here we're going to be doing that 4 times again, and then that last E on the last ooh 4 times again. So then ooh, ooh, and then E, ooh, and then on the 4th time he goes with the E, we're going straight into the next verse, and it's y el tiempo. So here, that 4th time he does that for the E, after that little interlude that we just did for the oohs. Y el tiempo nos volvemos, and then switching down. So there we're gonna do about twice more that at E. So around for the sentence el tiempo nos vuelve, we're gonna be doing that. Y el tiempo nos volvemos. So we can either do it 2 more times or 3 more times, however we're going around with the pace, whatever's easiest for you. So then around nos volvemos, and then switch down to A6/E. So vuelve, and just 1 down strum. Más lentos, pero también menos. And here we're going to that sus chord here. So just 1 down strum at the A6/E before lentos. Lentos, pero, and then we're just gonna sing the rest of that sentence before the words mensos. So it's gonna be like lentos, pero también menos, and we're switching up to here, and here we're just gonna hold that chord for that twice, that pluck, and then down up down, menos mensos, o eso y por, and then E major, and we're holding that 4 times. Por ahí, y es cierto que todo se ciega. And here we're switching down to at tiempo to A6/E, and here we're gonna hold that strum pattern twice, that pluck down up down, tiempo, pero mientras es, and then that sus chord at the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th frets, and we're gonna hold that twice, pluck down up down, momento, hay que vivirlo, and then E major at feliz, and we're doing that twice, feliz, y aunque, go down to mueran, and here we're going to do, it's gonna be the E major 9 at the 8th and 9th frets. So, y aunque mueran, just one down strum. Mueran todas las, then we're going to A6/E. Flores de tu heart, and then in the middle of jardín, we're going to do E, and we're just doing that twice, that pluck down, up, down. Jardín. And then going all the way back down to E major 9. Seguro, just one down strum at seguro. So, seguro me vas a, and then here, we're doing that sus chord at the 5th, 6th, and 7th frets, and just one down strum. Me vas a poder oír. So in the after, like the last part of oír, we're going to move up to the E major. We're going to strum that pluck down, up, down pattern twice. Oír, porque, and then it's going all the way back down to the, what was that? E major 9, the 8th and 9th frets. La, and then just one down strum, so it's going porque la, and then E major 9, semilla, and then A6/E, que sembra, or sembre, and up back to the E major, and then we're doing that twice, that pluck down, up, down, D. So let me just do that all together. So, la semilla que sembré en ti. And then going all the way back down again. Here at al, we're into the 8th, 9th frets. Al centro se afuera. And then we're doing that 5, 6, 7 frets. Just one down strum. Se afuera duro y de ahí no va. And then E major. And we're holding, here we're doing that intro part for it's the E major and then the E6. So we're doing that pluck down, up, and then holding the E6 for down, down, up, down, and we're doing that twice. No va, so I'm just all together. So al centro se afuera, here, duro, y de ahí no va a salir. And then he starts singing that like interlude again with the oohs, but it's a different type of way he's singing the oohs. It goes ooh, ooh. And so that is going to be, so that was that last course that we just went from that verse 3 to the chorus, and then now we're in the outro for the oohs, and that's gonna be at the oohs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's singing ooh 7 times, well actually 14 times, but the pattern is gonna be like he's singing it 7 times first time and then 7 times second time. And the first time he's singing it 7 times, it's gonna be just the E major and the E6, and then the last 7 times he's singing it, it's just gonna be the 1 down strum for E major and then 1 down strum for E6. The first 7 oohs, it's gonna be that pluck down, up, and then like holding it down at E6, down, down, up, down, and then doing it over again. And so it's gonna be like this. So yeah, so he's doing that strumming pattern as he's singing ooh, and then ending on the E6, and then again 1 down strum at ooh, the first ooh, and then at the last ooh, you're putting your finger down at E6 and just 1 down strum there. So that last part of the outro, so it goes just 1 down. And that's that part. Yeah, that's basically the entire song. And let me just do the outro all together. So it's gonna be ooh. And that's how you play this song. So I go a lot slower just because I want to teach you guys like what we're doing exactly when. But you have the chords down below and you have exactly how we're playing it with the strumming pattern for each part. Just looking at my notes here. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it helped you in any way. Sorry if I was a little too slow on some parts. I hope you got the gist of it. That's essentially how the song goes. Yeah, have a great night and thank you so much. Take care. Bye.